Good afternoon, you guys. It's your boy Bill Mahari here, representing Mahari Nation Sports Podcast. Much love to the entire LDBC and the basketball community. If you want more basketball content, tune into Basketball Conversations every Friday night, 9 p.m. Central Time. It's where we discuss basketball-related topics, news, debates, and everything else in the world of basketball. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon to get all the latest notifications when I start dropping videos and live streams. Okay, so I'm just gonna get to the chase here, okay? Um, Will Cain basically is leaving ESPN and heading over to Fox Sports, okay? This is kind of the inevitable because he did said back in April that he was going to be setting to leave ESPN and go over to Fox News slash Sports, okay? And so my thoughts on him is that he was the kind of person that basically was a left wing conservative type of anchor. Okay. He was the kind of guy that dismisses racism a lot. He tries to acknowledge it, but then he tries to sideswipe it anytime he talks about it. I mean, you guys clearly know about it. You know how you get down. So it really was like he was just basically making the ESPN show even worse because a lot of his takes were basically racially motivated and they were absolutely ridiculous. And so I really felt that the guy had no purpose of being on ESPN in the first place. He was got kind of a guy that basically was a conservative analyst and belonged on Fox News, which kind of explains one of the reasons why he's leaving ESPN for that reason. But I also got the vibe that a lot of times a lot of these analysts are basically mostly company men, but then there are some that basically they don't peer a lot, but they can tell you pretty much what the truth is. And before he was set to leave, okay, Bomani Jones basically called up Will Cain on his radio show, on Will Cain's radio show, okay? And I'm gonna tell you something right now. He gave Will Cain the business about the whole NASCAR race relations issue involving Bubba Wallace. And Bahame Jones gave it to him in a way that I have never seen Will Cain get on like that. And I think when he gets to Fox, he's not going to get that kind of level of pushback because Will Cain knows what the truth is, but he just continues to try to say, "No, I'm the smartest person in here. You guys are dumb. Racism is not as prevalent as you may think it is." Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sure it does. Sure you think that way, Mr. Cain. I would love to debate against Will Cain. I mean, I would just obliterate him. If I were debating against Will Cain, not only that I would have taken the route what Bahame Jones did, I would have taken even a step further. I would have asked him straight up, "What are your views about NASCAR removing the Confederate flag? And what are your views about the Confederate flag in its role in American history?" I would have asked him straight up about it. I get a vibe about what the answer might going to be, but I would just throw out the answers to him, and I generally will let him listen and basically let him expose himself for what he really is. I mean, most of my subscribers know what he is, so it's a surprise to any of us. But I find it very surprising that it takes Bahame Jones to basically go call up on Will Cain's radio show on ESPN Radio and basically expose him of his undertoned racial white supremacy points. But for a guy like Stephen A. Smith, who is most people look at him as the face of the ESPN network, he never would talk to Will Cain in that kind of tone. Which leads me to the question of where do Stephen A. Smith's loyalties lie in? Because I know a lot of you guys I know what you guys' views about him, and I'm not going to say it here on this channel, but I will say you this. It makes you wonder where his loyalties lie in when it comes to racial issues. And so, you know that Stephen A. Smith likes to put up a front. They say he's always supporting black people, but at the same time, he bashes them on every given turn. You see what I'm saying? Is this a double standard that he likes to play? But this is not about him. But I'm gonna let you guys be the judge. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let you guys, be the judge of that. And plus, I will post the link to that conversation that Bahame Jones had with Will Cain in the comments section, so y'all can see it for yourself, and then basically can come up with your own opinions about that whole thing. But yeah, it doesn't really matter because Will Cain was irrelevant to the network, and you know, he just didn't feel comfortable in ESPN because ESPN is more of a liberal, right. left wing type of network, while you know Fox is basically right wing, conservative, and mostly you know relaxes the tone on basically white supremacist type of lines. And so I think that Will Kane is going to basically go down there and just going to not going to experience the kind of pushback that you know sometimes will see on ESPN. You know what I mean? And the funny thing is that I saw a commenter basically say like it's funny that how Will Kane was able to get a job in sports media, but a lot of other people who do you could do a 20 times better job than he can, they don't get opportunities or don't even get a look at. It basically exposes a lot of the systematic and institutional racism that goes on in this country, and I agree with them 100%. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section.